Farah, and this is my channel, Farah Bijou Lifestyle. So this is gonna be like a quick video because I'm on break and your girl is tired, but I really wanted to come on here and just show up real quick. I wanted to go over some content creators that really are inspiring, or they just try to tell you more about the game when it comes to content creation and managing, whether you're even transitioning from one field to content creation 100%, or they just have like really good advice. As you can see, we in my car, baby. We trying to make things work. So I'm gonna go over some content creators that are really inspiring and can tell you a lot about creating, balancing everything. And I think I'm gonna make a few parts to this because I only have about, let me see, I wrote it down right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 creators, but there's more that I continue to watch. Let me just say that. And I'm gonna go over some investments that I made when it comes to just upping my content, because a friend of mine, you have to have those friends that are real with you. I hope y'all not shaking, because these are one of my investments, and baby, we got to make things work. And where I parked today, it's not enough lighting, so I had to turn this light up here, but we gonna make things work. So which one I'm gonna do first? I think I'm gonna do what I've invested in. So we already know people broke. People ain't got no money. Things is wretched. But it's I don't want to say it's no excuse. It's ways around it to where if you really enjoy doing this, like putting your work out there, doing more for yourself, and being a part of the creator world, it's ways around it to where you can invest in items to kind of improve the quality of your content. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars, because some people don't have it like that, but it's always ways around it. So what I meant is, don't use an excuse as far as why you're not putting your content out there. I am using my iPhone. Is it iPhone 12 Pro Max? Child, I can't even keep up. But this was gifted to me. I feel like y'all are shaking. Hold on. Y'all just gonna have to get what y'all can get today. Let me adjust this a little bit. I ain't redoing this live. I think that's a little better. I'm still trying to get adjusted to this. But some of the things that I invested in, I have been off of TikTok for a while. I just got back on. I used to hear people talk about using the TikTok shop. And me, I'm an Amazon girly, but I'm slowly, I don't know, they got too much going on. So I heard TikTok was a little bit more affordable. Went on TikTok, tried it out, liked it, and it's working for me. So I showed this in another video already, but this is the tripod stand light that I invested in from the TikTok shop. And although I was off of TikTok for a while, hey everybody, thanks for joining. Although I was off of TikTok for a while, why when I come back, everybody trying to sell something? And I'm like, damn, I get it, but it's more so of a commercial. So I don't know. I don't really try to keep up with these things. I don't know if, since someone has probably bought TikTok, it's a little different. I don't like that everyone's trying to sell something, but I ain't even gonna knock nobody hustle. But I invested in this, and it's pretty cool. Like, you gotta have friends that keep it real with you. So I got one of my friends. I love my friends, y'all. This is like more so family. They were like, girl, I love your content. I see that your followers are growing, but sometimes your videos be a little blurry. And I said, well, oop. And the reason why some of my videos are a little blurry is because I don't have like a screen protector anymore. And I drop my phone. I be dropping my phone like nobody's business. I've always been like that. I try to take good care of things that I get for myself or that's gifted. But when it comes to phones, I don't know. It's like they want to hop out of my hand and end up on the floor. So whose fault is that really? Mine or the phone? But anyways, so basically 2 of the 3 lenses are broken, and I work with what I have, but I am going to invest in getting that repaired. But your girl done invested in a camera. Yes, I've invested in a camera. I'm super proud of myself. I hope it ain't nothing in my teeth. I'm all in y'all face. I hope ain't nothing in my teeth. Excuse me while I check my teeth. And I'm already live. I ain't ashamed. But yeah, so I thought to myself, although I am on a budget and I'm trying to be more mindful about what I spend my money on, it's time to level up. Okay, so I got this. So this wasn't expensive at all. I think I'll do a price breakdown of how much I spend on everything. But if you are a girlie on a budget, you want to put your work out there. Speaking of dropping phones, I just dropped mine right now. Ooh, don't blame that on me. Apollo, don't blame that on me. I'm sorry you dropped your phone. I'm sorry. Isn't that annoying though? They should make it to where don't nothing break when you know, your screen don't break nothing, but they want you to invest in the screen protecting this, that, please. Okay, but yeah. So I got this. I hope it's good and ain't cracked. I'm sorry about that. Got this so that the lighting could be a little bit more improved. And then what I'm using to record right now while I'm in my car, because I told myself that this year, and maybe this might be you as well, I want to be more consistent in everything that I do. Don't worry, I put it on an unsafe surface. Oh, you said you put it on an unsafe surface. Y'all, I might have to turn this car on because in the office it's cold and I'm in the garage and I have a sweater and it's hot. But hopefully y'all can hear me well. Excuse me. Let me lower this a little bit. But yeah. So what I have you on, and this is just advice for anybody who, well, why don't you make more noise? Why don't you make more noise? Oh, it's a truck. I ain't even mad at you. It's a nice truck. I'll probably do the same thing. Yeah. So what I have y'all on right now is a Sun Visor cell phone holder. I had invested in what is it? The $5 store. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I went and I bought one, and it was after one of the people that I follow. I like her. She's funny. Why can't the name come to my mind? Girl, you ain't too bougie to remember the name. The $5 store. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I went and I invested in one, right? And the ones that you could stick, you could stick it on the windshield. That thing broke about, I promise you, a few days later it broke. So I told myself I would get something a little bit more secure. You get your money's worth. Was it Five Below? Five Below. I wouldn't recommend, well, if that's what you can afford in the meantime, you can go to Five Below and get get a phone holder so that you can do your content in the car. I believe in utilizing your time as smart as possible. We're all busy. We either have families to tend to. Even if you don't have kids, you have responsibility. You got work. What else? You might have a pet, and pets like kids, so you might have to take care of your pet. You juggling your full-time job. So what I try to do is I try to minimize as much excuses when it comes to anything. And that's my advice to you. If you know you got an hour break, or I think this person just want to be seen with their truck, or maybe they looking for parking. Because why are you doing all that noise and you know I'm recording? Rude. I'm being extra. But yeah, so if you know you have a 30-minute break, or an hour break, why not get on live or work on editing your videos on your break? If you don't want to use your full hour, why don't you do about 20 minutes? If you have a 30-minute break, why don't you utilize at least 10 minutes to go towards what you want to really do, right? Because for the smaller content creators, or for those that are not monetized yet, you're basically working for free, or you're working towards something so you can find the source of income through content creation. And that's one of my goals. Initially, it was for getting another stream of income, but then I stopped looking at it that way. I started to look at it. Why don't I just wait until you leave? Child, these cars are rude. But instead of looking at it as another a source of income, a stream of income, look at it more so as a hobby. I really enjoy doing this. I like conversing with people, putting content out there, whether it's cooking, whether it's just talking, whatever. I enjoy that. So first you have to realize, why do you want to put content out there? Why do you want to do this, right? I had to find my reason. So hopefully this video, this live can help you. So just to kind of motivate you, utilize your time. I got a call. Hopefully that don't interrupt nothing. But if you have a lot going on, it's ways to where you can make this work for you, because this is time consuming. I can admit this is I had to put it on do not disturb because I kept getting a call. But it's, you know, it's ways around it to where you can make this work for you, but understand why you're doing it. And if money is a problem, if you have a phone, you have a place to where your background, we're gonna have to get used to this because I feel like y'all shaking. Hope I ain't ashy. Inside thoughts coming outside. But yeah, like, just make it work for you. So you already see that I got from what I showed earlier, I have the tripod, the sun visor phone holder, and this is what I initially had starting off. So if your money not looking right, then just try to find, as long as you have a phone and as long as you have a place to record, you'll be good. But this was gifted to me. And then if you have a strong support system, they're going to want to support you in what you want to do. So if this is something that you really want to do, when your birthday come around, when holidays come around, why don't you ask, if they ask you, okay, what you want for a gift, ask them to, like, make a list, make an Amazon list, or save what you need to on TikTok. Like, save it for the items that you want to have, so you can kind of build your, you know, improve your content. So this is what I initially had. My sister had gifted me with this, and I was using it, and I will keep this. I like keeping my gifts, but it's good, like, in case anything was to happen, I have this backup. What else I was gonna show y'all? Oh, and I got a camera, but I wasn't gonna bring that with me. So I invested in a camera because my friend was like, you need to improve your videos, girl, but we gonna do what it do. So as long as you know how your finances are looking and you want to invest yourself, you can go ahead and do it. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars and be like, oh, I need this. Just start. I was telling somebody at my job that, because they're very easy to talk to, they're relatable, and they want to do a podcast. And I'm like, okay, we were at an event for work. And they were telling me that they want to do content, right? Tell me why. Why my sister text me? What comment? Oh, she's so messy. But girl, if you on my live, say something, like the live or something. I'm talking about my sister, y'all. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, we were at the perfect event. Why, when we weren't done with the event, I was like, why didn't you use that opportunity to interview people? Because he's really just easy to talk to, personable. It's not everybody can interview. So if you know you have that gift, people tell you, oh my gosh, you're easy to talk to. I can talk to you about anything. I'm comfortable. And you always want to do a podcast or create a YouTube channel or be on some type of social media platform. Why don't you utilize those gifts? Not only, oh, you want to make income from it, but this could be a hobby. Hopefully it can turn into income, because this economy is ratchet and you need to survive. So yeah. And some advice that I have. I think I should share the creators that I followed. Now, I tend to watch creators that look like me. And what I mean by that is, you know, they my complexion, not complexion, but they black. So, but I'm learning to not just follow creators that look like me, but I want to follow creators that give great advice and are consistent and want the best for their viewers. So I wrote down a list. I think I'm gonna make additional videos because while I was making a list, I'm kind of on a time crunch or whatever. I'm like, damn, I left off some people that I could have mentioned, but I was like, girl, you can make another video. All right, so the first person, if you are someone and you're trying to learn more about what it takes to create content and put your work out there, I recommend following these 6 these 6 creators. The first one is Shay Nicole XO. I recently started following her, and her platform is mostly about fashion, content creation. I believe, I don't know if I'm on point about this, I believe she was a teacher and then she transitioned full-time into a content creator. Listen, her content be on point, from the way she dresses to the way she's able to provide the information, and she's on point. Beautiful, beautiful family. But she goes into detail about how to, well, some of her content, because she has several, not just fashion and content, but other topics that she talks about. But her vibe is amazing. She goes into detail about how to balance both or manage both, working full-time and doing this as well. So follow her. Y'all probably already know because she has several thousand followers, because she's very detailed. Chopped and Rooks. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hilarious. If you're looking for someone whose personality is funny, down to earth, and shares what they invest in when it comes to, like ring light or camera, follow her. Hilarious. Okay. Let me see. BME Queen. BME Queen, which is BME and then KWEN. The BME stands for Biomedical Engineering, I believe. So of course, you can go on their channel, follow them, or subscribe to their channel platforms. She goes into detail about how she transitioned from biomedical engineering into content creation, which is really different, but her videos are like they'll captivate you. They're not boring. She's able to grab your attention. So if you're looking on or trying to research on how to transition from one career field to content creation, or just how to balance both, then I suggest following her. Glamazon Tay, she's funny. She's funny, great content, clear, crisp. She goes into detail about not only like her personal life. Well, I don't want to say go into detail about her personal life, but her vlogs be on point and it's very motivational. She travels. So if you're someone in the future, you would like to travel more, get great ideas for what you want to gift your significant other, what to invest in when it comes to creating, like that's the person that you need to follow. Another one is HTTV. Her editing and her videos are chef's kiss. And the last one is going to be Lip Balm Kicks. That's Lip Balm and then KI 3X TV. Lip Balm Kicks TV. She also goes into detail about what she invests in when it comes to content and all of that. So I think what I'll do is, here we go with the noise again. I bet it's the same truck. I bet, look, no, this is another one. This is a car. They just it's just so much noise going on. But I have to do what I gotta do. Let me turn this off. Yeah, I have to do what I have to do and get on live. So I am gonna make another video or live about who to follow, who I recommend following. Some tips that I do have is, if you're trying to keep track on what you need to invest in when it comes to content, like motivational people that are probably in your same age group, or someone who looks like you who is doing well on this journey, then I plan on putting their information in the description box or the comment section, whatever I'm feeling. And yeah, I would suggest saving them under a playlist to be a little bit more organized. You can set the playlist to private Set the list to private to where you can watch and keep up to date. That's what I do. I really try to stay organized as best as possible. So saving their channel, saving the videos that I watch keeps me on track on who I need to refer to when I need to get more information. So you could do that. And another challenge that I have noticed is we gonna go through things. We gonna life, how that motto go, life be lifing. And how I like to word it is, it be a little ratchet. It be ratchet, it be a bit much. So you have to find a way to where this can be your out. I don't believe in telling all your business on social media. I need a drink. I don't believe in like telling all of your personal business on social media, but what I mean by when I say using this platform as an outlet is to hone in on your gifts. Like me, I love cooking. I am trying to improve my Haitian dishes. American food is easy to make, but them Haitian dishes, I be trying to master them as best as possible. That takes time. That takes a whole lot of right. But I like cooking in general. So what do? If I know I'm going through it personally, then when I'm cooking, I'm gonna record, I'm gonna edit. And that works on me improving my editing skills. If I know I'm traveling somewhere and I'm a foodie, I find a nice restaurant, I might want to record that, share it with the world or whatnot. So that's what I mean by using the platform as an outlet, not so much as telling all of your business, because baby, people be on here telling a full life story, and I'll be damned if that's gonna be used against me. I'm straight. That's why you have friends. That's why you have family, and it kind of gets you out of that shyness phase. You ever tell yourself you really want to be more consistent with creating content, but you be feeling some type of way if you feel like somebody's watching you, or you have your phone out, you feel awkward. When you continue to be consistent in what you want to do, that's when success will come your way. And a lot of times we get a little bit complacent, or we get stuck in that, well, I am fearful of what people are going to think of me. And to me, my motto is that I like to tell people is ask people is, who is going to beat your ass? Y'all, I crack myself up. But who gonna beat your ass? Who paying your bills? And you only have one life to live. Those be the three things I'm quick to say, because why not? Why not? If this is something that you really want to do it. And I'm a firm believer in, if there is something that you aspire to do, continue to put in that work. I know that there are some people, that just want things to come to them. And I'm one of, I could say sometimes I just want things to come to me. But that's not how my life is set up. There are barriers that sometimes won't allow those things to occur. And that could be you too in that predicament, right? There are barriers, whether it's your economic environment, or your status. It could be a lot of things that stop you from, or try to hinder you from getting to where you need to go, right? But I believe in consistency, determination, and just putting in that work sometimes. And a lot of people, like I mentioned before, they want things to come to them. And that's just not how it works. Every day I wish about 2 million just fell in my lap. Or I just did one of these little scratch off and some money come my way. But that's not how life works. So if you really want to do something, you see yourself in a certain place down the road in life, then you have to put in that work. And instead of looking at this as, I just want to make money, turn that around. Just be like, well, I enjoy doing this. I'm not getting paid for it, but I really like this. So why don't I take some time out of my day, time out of my schedule to put that video up? And you can do it. If you want to do like a faceless channel, you can do that. It's so many resources you can use out there to your advantage. It's at your fingertips. Use it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do anything. And I live by this. I live by those things I mentioned earlier. It might have been a little too much, but I'd be like, well, you know, just to be honest, I don't have no kids yet. Do I want them in the future? I definitely do. I want some healthy, beautiful babies. Not married yet. Do I want to? Absolutely. I put it out there, and that is going to happen. But in the meantime, everybody's circumstance is different. Everybody's situation is different. Their money is different. Their housing is different. But you got to look at the situation that you're in or how your life is, and you have to make it work for you. I know for me, it's certain things I want to achieve before I do have them kids. Because from what I hear from friends, family, baby, them kids sometimes be slowing you down. So it's best to kind of, and it's no shade, sometimes it's best to do things before you, I feel like I got some of my tea. Whatever. The video out there already anyways. So it's like, sometimes it's just best to accomplish what you need to prior to having those kids or getting married or being responsible for somebody besides you. Look at me. I said I was going to be filming for a few minutes. And it's almost time to go back in. Damn, Gina. But anyways, like, yeah. So that's my motivational speech for today. Don't let people hold you back. Don't listen to negative comments. Also, be private when it comes to certain things, because not everybody is rooting for you. I had to learn that the hard way in life. So you don't have to share everything with everybody. You can keep some things to yourself. I don't care if you have a best friend. Like, if it's something you want to accomplish, it's a dream that you have, sometimes it's best to keep it between you and Jesus, and then watch how things work. Watch how things work for you. Watch how you prosper. Not everybody in your life needs to know your business. Let me repeat it. Not everybody needs to know your business. They don't need to know your goals. They don't need to know that, because, and this is not me being negative or putting any negative thoughts in your head, but not everybody be rooting for you, baby, and somebody got to tell you. So hopefully this message gets across, or gets to the right person, to not only motivate you, but to keep going. And it's okay. YouTube, I believe, from what I've heard, and I'm trying to do a little bit of research day by day, but YouTube is a platform where it takes a lot of work to get those followers, get the watch hours, and so on, and to continue and be consistent. So even if you don't have followers like that and your watch hours aren't going like that, don't let that stop you from what you really want to do. Because baby, I've been at, how many hours am I at now? Dang, I don't even remember. I gotta go check, because I had to stop. I had to take YouTube Studio off of my phone. I had to stop checking those hours, because you get in the mindset of, dang, how many hours I'm at. So I had to stop. So I don't remember, but sometimes it could be discouraging. But I'm like, girl, you'll be all right. Just keep being consistent. So don't get stuck on refreshing the YouTube Studio. Don't get in the habit of refreshing YouTube Studio, seeing where your hours at, getting down when you see that they haven't increased. Don't get discouraged by if you're not, getting as much followers as you would like. Just don't. Just keep uploading, work on editing, because right now my purpose is to work on my editing, improve what I have. And I invested in that camera, and I'm so proud of myself. Was it pricey? Absolutely. But did we make it work? Hell yeah, we did. So I'm gonna learn what I need to learn in order to just make my shit pop a little bit more. And be natural, be yourself. I thought that you had to be a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say fake, but not show too much of yourself online, which I still kind of believe, but just be yourself. Me, I crack myself up. You're going to hear some corny jokes from me. You're going to hear, let me start putting my stuff up, because at the end of the day, even though they got security around here, you don't know who be peeping in your shit trying to steal your stuff. But yeah, like, be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be your authentic self as best as you can, and the followers will come, the watch hours will come. Also, if you're someone like me who, it's so many videos that I haven't like uploaded, because I've been using my phone for the longest. Go live. Live is the best way to get those followers, because people will run across your live and be like, well, shoot, let me go ahead and subscribe. You feel me? What the hell? I just read this message. And don't even worry about those weird people. I just got a very weird message. And Seth Critton, I hope you find Jesus, because you're nasty. It really be trolls on here. You just nasty. Y'all so gross. Like, if you're gonna be nasty in private. That's so disgusting. No wonder they be asking if this if the video that you're uploading is made for kids, because y'all are sick. And I'm a ask that Jesus changes your heart. You sicko. But yeah, so that's the end of this live. And don't forget to be nice. Be nice to people. Spread kindness. And again, who gonna beat your ass? So upload. Well, you know, it depends on what y'all uploading, because some of y'all be ratchet out here. But yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me if this video was helpful. And if it wasn't, don't be negative, because I will block and delete. I don't be caring. I don't be caring. You know how people like, they came on here and they hurt my... I don't be giving 8. Damn. So yeah, that's my message of the day. Let me go ahead and make this money, honey. And go back and get the work. Because obviously YouTube ain't paying me yet. I'm joking, y'all. But I'm serious. All right, y'all. See ya.